All right, everyone. It is July 3rd, Wednesday, July 3rd, another trading day in the books. Let's jump into it. So the plan for last night was on any pullback in NASDAQ to add what else? Oh, XLF as well. I didn't add to the NASDAQ position. Things kind of took off in the morning, and that was that. So let's jump into the current positions and where we stand. So Dow Jones Industrial Average. Those are 390 strike price and something like 44 days to expiration, probably. Something like that. August 16, most likely. So, anyways, those got filled for $7.90. Those are currently trading for $8.67. Emerging markets started working today. Finally, huh? Been in this thing for a hot minute. So, this started working today. I have a couple different expiration dates of contracts in there. So first one is 44 days to expiration with $42 strike price. Those were $1.30. Those are currently trading for $2.08. And I thought about selling those today. And then we have other ones, 89 days to expiration, $42 strike price. I got those for $1.99. Those are currently at $2.51. I thought about selling the shorter dated options because, I mean, this is basically right around where I would like, and I'm not the type of trader that will try and get greedy. Although I do really want to play for a breakout, but I specifically bought longer dated call options for those. So, anyways, didn't sell the shorter dated call options. This chart still looks great. We'll have to see what happens on Friday, because tomorrow the market will be closed. So we'll have to see what happens on Friday. I'll probably get out of those shorter dated call options because where's the expiration? How many days? Where did I write it down? 44 days. Oh, I guess there's still some time. Then, let's see, Robinhood. Yeah, I mean, things hanging on. You know, not that great. I think because Bitcoin has been getting sold off, I think this is keeping it from really propelling higher. But this chart still looks fine. And I will continue to hold this call options and see what happens. Those are $4.08 that I got. Currently at $4.40. These are $20 strike price and like end of September to expiration. Yeah, so like 80 days to expiration. Plan remains the same with these. The plan is anything over 24 $4 will probably get to around 28. So I'll look to exit around 27, maybe 26 and a half. The triple Q, the TQs. Strong day for NASDAQ again. 3 strong days in a row. I got these 3 days ago. Those are 44 days to expiration and $73 strike price. Those were $5.65. Those are currently at $9.15. So those are acting well. So this is just broken out to all-time highs. And I had said earlier, that about 8 days of consolidation was enough to support another leg higher. We've gotten this next leg higher, and it's just started. This is in sort of extreme territory. It's getting there. So, I don't exactly know how greedy I'll get with this one. The one thing I will say is semis are starting to act well again. So that could support this rally for longer than I think people would expect. And also just good seasonality as well, right? So this one's working very nicely. And we're moving on. So we'll go to Amazon. This one's not working nicely. This one's going to be in a segment later on, the capitulation and elation segment later on. I might have been fighting this one like I was talking about last night in the video. Fighting for a trade on this one. No sell rules are broken though. So I'm still in this. Anyways, those are call options for August 9th. So it's like 38 days to expiration. $200 strike price. It's got filled at $10.35. It's currently $8.73. Like I said, no sell rules have been broken. I probably try to force this one. But we'll continue to let this thing play out and go into this a little bit deeper later on. BitX. So I don't think I mentioned this one last night. This one started a position $34.77. $32 currently. So this one's a very small position, a starter position. Typically what I'll do is I add to positions as they work, and given the fact that this is a 2x leveraged Bitcoin fund, the starter position, I do half of what a normal position size would be, and then add to it as it's working. So this is very close to me selling this thing. Very, very close. It's, barely hanging on here. Anything below here, and I think I would get out. So, yeah. So that's the plan on that one. Again, very small position in that. Going over to Robinhood. Oh wait, we talked about Robinhood, didn't we? Yeah, we did. I also have an equity position in that. It's like $22 or something like that. $22.07. So let's move on to L3 Harris. L3 Harris, good day. It's fine. Still looks good. No reason to sell this yet. Unless you wanted to sell kind of right into this whole resistance area. I could understand the argument for that. Got a full position size in here. Again, 228, between 228 and 232 will be the price target on this one. That was $219.77 is the average cost basis. Devon Energy, acting fine. $47.85 is where I started the position at. And we'll see how this one acts. Again, I do want some energy exposure. This one has a good risk to reward. And we'll add to this as it works. Again, like I said, I had missed out. I wish I saw this a few days earlier, but I didn't. So, whatever. Got in. Moving on. Goldman Sachs. Okay, day. This thing's working nicely. $459.17 is when I started this position back here. And it is up there. So that one's working out nicely. Silver is the only position that was closed out today. Let's see, where is this written down? So at 7:42, here it is. 7:42 in the morning, Pacific time. Close this out right around $28. Good price target. 28, so 7:42 in the morning. Yeah, it's like right here. I got those for $2 and 2.1. Sold for $2.69, which is a gain of 28%. So this one hit my price target, way earlier than expected, literally a single day. So, I had some longer dated conservative, in the money call options on that one. I didn't expect a 3% move in a single day, but, right around 28, I was happy with. So, got out. Still looks good. Definitely going to keep this one on the radar. Gold looks good today as well. Busted right out of that above the 50-day moving average. So gold and silver, starting to act good again. So definitely going to watch that one. And then that was it for current positions. Yeah, that's it for current positions. Now let's move on to futures. So we started off with the micros this morning. Because I thought it was going to be a nice strong trend day, and in fact it was, but I still made a mistake bunch of them. So we'll go through what I've learned today from reflecting on this, and also a cool book. So anyways, so 7:30 in the morning. 7:30 in the morning. So right here. 261. So basically right here. 261. Trade was placed. And I sold, I think, like right here, 285. Let's see. 77.75. 77.75. That's $33.50 a contract. Now let's go over this trade. This fits my criteria very nicely for these moving averages kind of start converging, kind of start moving up. Price has gotten supported here and here, you can see. Now while I'm in this trade for 5, 10, 15 minutes, I start looking, you know what, I think 280 is probably a good price to get out. So remember, I had originally placed this trade thinking it's going to be a nice trend day. Let's start with micros. We'll just hold this sucker. So as this trade is working, then I start kind of talking myself out of holding this position. Again, it's, I've gotten burned so many times with futures. It's kind of like a little scar tissue or something, right? But really, so there's this awesome book that I love, that I've read / listened to like a bajillion times, and it's all about trading psychology. And he talks about thinking about like the possibility of what could happen, and letting that dictate your trading. So then I start trading then I get into a negative mindset of what is the possibility of what could happen. Could completely get blown up, and then I lose that nice little gain that I had. So then I trade from a negative place out of fear. Right, so that is why. Then I talk myself into, 280 looks good, I'll just get out a little bit before it, right? And so clearly then, you miss a nice strong trend day, which is what I initially thought. So that was a result of trading from fear, is missing out. And it is frustrating, you guys, 2 days in a row of really nice strong trend day. So that's frustrating, but such is life, and we will continue to get better. Then moving on over to regular size contracts. Back over to the Qs, our favorite. So 8:50 in the morning. 98. Wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh no, 53. That makes more sense. 53.25. Sold 55.25. $40 contract. Again, not the best of trades. Oh, here's one. Okay, so then we'll move over to Dow Jones. And so 840, this was started, 840. So like right here at 603, 603 is when the trade was placed. Price was selling off. I added at 5 right here, 7, 8. Right here, and then sold like right here, 593 for $25 per trade sequence, right? So $25, and so I got out of this one because the price did not act as I suspected, and so that's why I had gotten out of that one. And again, I thought this is probably a good area right around here. Clearly this worked very well after here, but man, I would be sweating all of this, So, that trade did work out. Going over to the last one that I placed. Oh, no, we placed plenty more. Okay, back over to NASDAQ. 9:10 in the morning, 98.5 to 99.5 single tick. What is, or it's 1 point, 9:10 in the morning. 9:10 in the morning. Yeah, so, right here. It's $20 contract. I'm going over to Dow Jones. After that, 9:10 in the morning. 9:10 in the morning, from 90 to 95. Oh, it's probably like in here. Yeah, so 90 to 95. Yep. I remember thinking, this is a nice strong candlestick. We'll go after this one, but I wasn't looking for anything big on this. So 90 to 95, that's $25. I believe. Yep. And then, did I already cover that one? Maybe I skipped it, I don't know. But anyways, then we'll go over to 62 to 68, 955. What the heck, I don't have, which one is written down? Is it NASDAQ or is it Dow? 62 to 68, 955. So let's see. Nope, must have been Dow. Oh, here it is. 62 to 68. Scalp this one. Yeah, traded my plan on this one, scalped it, got out really quick. That's $30 contract. So again, overall, a profitable day, futures, but not without mistakes, So again, we'll clean this up, and it all kind of started from this one early in the morning. Yeah. So that's kind of where it started, of kind of trading out of fear. So don't trade out of fear. Trade the plan, and that's it. That's it. And I didn't trade the plan. I adjusted the plan as we went along due to fear. Not for any legitimate reason, but I changed the plan due to fear. All right, moving on. So we're going to go over to capitulation and elation. All right, let's start with capitulation. we're going over to two different things. Boeing. Now, not necessarily their stock price, but their the Starliner is delayed bringing the astronauts back home, and because like the thrusters aren't working or something, and which made me think, you know, they got I think $4 billion from the U.S. government, which means us. You know, however many years ago, bunch of money, a few years back, finally have been able to, after so many failures and setbacks, finally have been able to launch, you know, astronauts into space. And, you know, where Elon Musk gets half the amount of money, has already on like his 10th flight, something ridiculous, right? Took him half the amount of time. Just the underperformance by Boeing is, you can't even compare it. I mean, they're literally twice as bad in any measurable category as Elon Musk, and they've been doing this forever. So it's just, there's no excuse. It's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy. That at this point they're still having all of these problems, but apparently it's not that big of a deal and can get fixed. And then we'll go over to Amazon. So Jeff Bezos literally can't spend a single day at 200 and the guy's already selling shares. He's selling it's like 4 billion worth of Amazon stock. 4 billion. Boom. Selling it. So I kind of wake up to that news. I'm like, great, you know. That's not going to be good. And sure enough, it wasn't good. Now moving on to Elation is Avago. Or Broadcom. I just say Avago. Anyways, Broadcom. Why is this popping? Well, I mean, it could be for a bajillion reasons, but Nancy Pelosi, the world's greatest trader, Nancy Pelosi, has got a position in this calls. She's got calls, and these are pretty wild calls. 800 strike price. 800 strike price. Expiring June 20th of 2025. This morning when I looked at it, it's like $93,000 per contract. How many does she have? Like, I don't know. Somewhere I saw on you know, what she has to report, it's somewhere between $1 million and $5 million worth. So, Broadcom, Nancy Pelosi, let's go. Oh, jeez. Wow. Good old Broadcom. Look at this thing. Wild. So that's it, guys. Anyways, enjoy July 4th. And we'll see you guys in a couple days.